Life is a storm that will test you unceasingly. Do not wait for calm waters that may not arrive. Derive purpose from resilience. Learn to sail the raging seas.
Alright, so in the last video where I checked in, I was all the way back there, which is not very far. I was only like 5 miles back there, but I've been editing that last video here, but I'll show you. We've got the red spinnaker up. It's kind of hard to see. Not making a ton of progress. Let's see what the GPS says here. We've got, I don't know if you can see it, but we're going 2 knots, so not very fast, but it's only noon, so we've got plenty of time left in the day to make it to the next spot. I will be doing a jibe here soon, which is another turn but going downwind, and I'll jibe the spinnaker, and I should be lined up here in maybe an hour to jibe and head straight to where I'm wanting to go. So it's been fun. I'm kind of having fun just chilling down here below in the cabin. Like I said, not much wind, so not much waves either, so that sounds good to me. So this bird's been hanging out with me all day, and he's just been on deck, but I guess he's finally gotten brave enough to come down here and hang out. But of course, I put him some bread out earlier, some water, I feed the guy, and what's he do? To pay me back, he poops on my multimeter. So Henrietta II and I are just hanging out here. He's having a snack, eating all the supplies on board. Can't believe this guy. So one of my spinnaker sheets is wrapped up below the boat. It's either around the rudder, the keel, or the propeller. And the sun is quickly setting, and I was going to jibe, but I can't because it's wrapped up. So I've got to take a quick cold plunge here and see if I can dive underneath the boat. I mean, hopefully I won't have to, but maybe I can look and just see where it's wrapped up and undo it. But wish me luck. Henrietta II, you've got to take the wheel while I'm down there, all right? I'm trusting you on this one. So I just took a quick peek from the swim ladder, and it looks like it's maybe wrapped around the propeller shaft. At least one time I didn't run the propeller at all, so it shouldn't be too bad. But it's kind of a nice little dive down there, and I was still going about a knot, so I have dropped the anchor. If you can't tell, I'm spinning around right now. Hopefully that'll hold me in place a little better, and I can dive down, untie it, and be good. But I'm not a big fan of diving in the dark water, and so I don't know, I guess we gotta get out of our comfort zone every now and then though. Alright, so I got it undone. As I guess with most things in life, they're spooky. Once you do them, it's really not as bad as you thought, but it was pretty dark down there. And like I said, I'm not a fan of swimming in the dark, so got down there, and it was wrapped once around the propeller shaft, and it got actually in the propeller too. And so with the shackle I've got on it, it was too big, and so the way I was pulling it wouldn't come out. But it is all good and free now. We should be able to go back to sailing. I'm still alive and was not shark bait today, so another day conquered. I think someone's a little tired after all the sailing today. Alright, so we are in Appalachicola Bay, finally made it. We are headed towards the town itself. which is off here behind me somewhere. You can see there's a bridge, but it should be another hour going up kind of like a channel they've got here, which I've got the autopilot set up on now. And we're cooking along pretty good. I think we're doing like 5.5 knots with the spinnaker, which is great because we've been going kind of slow all this morning. And then apparently the city's got a free, it looks like on the chart it's free, like a free city dock there right by the downtown. So I'm going to try to see if there's an empty spot and I can tie off, because I think it's going to storm tomorrow, and it'd be nice to not be rocking all night and get some good night's sleep. All right, so I've just docked here in Appalachicola. I spent the night over there. There's an anchorage because they charge to use the night here, but it looks like you can be here just for a little bit during the day for free. So I've docked up. I've just emptied my trash and gonna walk. There's a grocery store, maybe half a mile or so that way. And so get a few small items, restock, and then check out what I can before the rain comes, because the rain is coming here in an hour or two. So. All right, so I just got back from the grocery store. We got stocked up here, had to get some ice cream and orange juice, you know, all good things like that. And it was a nice little walk there. Didn't realize how far I had walked until I had to walk back carrying all those groceries. But we are still tied off here at the city dock here in Appalachicola. So the boat's gotten a little messy over the past couple days. Really not bad, all things considered, but I've got some chores to do. So this is our before. We'll come back and see here once it's all clean again. All right, and there you have it. What's nice, it's the boat's so small here, it's real easy to clean. Don't look at the dishes. I still got to do those. I'm here anchored outside of Appalachicola again, and I spent the day at the city dock. I got tied off and went around, explored, bought some groceries, did my laundry. They have a botanical garden I checked out, and I met a lot of cool people throughout the day, which was kind of nice to socialize again after being out on the water for 5 days. So it's been a perfect day, and I'm back here, like I said, anchored, and I'm in the river. And so there's a pretty consistent 1 to 2 knots of flow here. And so I had one anchor set out, and then we've also got maybe 15 to 20 knots of wind, which has been gusting pretty good. And I was getting a little paranoid that maybe I was drifting or going to get close to the other boats here. So I went ahead, and for the first time I used my second anchor. And so I've got 2 set up kind of in a V to hopefully help hold me, not also in the same place, but also give me twice as much power from being pushed from also the wind and the current. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so we have just left the bay at Appalachicola, back in the Gulf, and we are going to go ahead and head towards Cedar Key, I believe is what it's called. And so I've got the GPS set up, and with the way the wind is, I've got us pointed I already had us almost pointed the right way, just following the wind, and we're doing 7.6 knots, which is really fast. And so hopefully we can keep that up. We'll see how long it lasts, but it should be, I think, 110 miles from where I left this morning to there. And I've already done maybe about 6 or 7 of those miles. So it'll be sailing all day today, all day through the night, or all through the night, and then all day tomorrow as well. So hopefully the wind holds though, because if we can do 7 knots all the way there, that'd be amazing. Alright, so little update. I am cooking dinner right now, but I'm on my way to Cedar Key from Appalachicola. I think I'm like 50 miles out so far, which is pretty good because it's like 110 miles all the way there, so I'm already halfway. I think it's 8 o'clock. I left this morning like 7, 8 o'clock, so I've been out here for 12 hours to make 50 miles. It's not too bad. I had been going like 6 to 7 knots the first like 6 hours of the day. And the next 4, I was going like 1 knot, so the wind just died all the way. But since then, I've been going probably 5 to 6 knots, which is pretty good, and it's a pretty comfortable heading too. The autopilot's finally taken over and doing its job. So I am taking some time to make some dinner, but I'll be sailing through the night. I'm gonna probably try to stay awake for most of it, just because it's kind of rougher waves out here than I'm used to. And so I just want to be a little more alert, but I slept real good last night. I took like 2 or 3 naps today already, so I'm in good spirits. Gonna get some tacos in me, and we should be coming into Cedar Key if the winds hold up like they say, maybe around like 8 o'clock in the morning. So there'll be a full 24 hours of sailing to go 110 miles. I will be very happy with that, but as we know, things never go as planned, so we'll see. So I'm here, it's probably what it's out on the plane, right behind the helm in the cockpit. Got my pillow and all my cold gear on with my life jacket. And I think it's 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna maybe take a little snooze or 2 here right behind the wheel so I can keep a listen because it's pretty windy. I've got the Genoa furled up, reefed to about 1/3 of the sail exposed. So that seems to help my autopilot keep my heading a lot smoother for the boat. And so, but there's still a lot of wind and some good sized waves, so I'm gonna just hang out here just so I can keep a close eye on things, and if I need to adjust something, it'll be a little quicker. It is crazy out here. It's like 2 in the morning. I've been awake pretty much this whole time. The waves have gotten pretty big. It's hard to tell since it's so dark, maybe like 3 to 5 feet. And the forecast was only saying like 1.5 to 2, so I don't know what's up with that. And then the winds are getting pretty good too. I've just about got the jib furled all the way. And at one point we were doing 9.7 knots, which is insane. I've never done that before. And so I'm not on the best heading with the wind and the waves, so I'm rolling quite a bit. But it's kind of scary, man, because we'll get a big wave comes up and the tip of the wave just comes over the edge of the boat here where I'm sitting, and then it really rolls the boat sideways, and then we kind of bob. So I feel like I am in like a toy boat here in the big ocean. And you know, I'm only like 6 hours away from land too, so couldn't be better. But hopefully things keep looking up. I've tied myself with ropes to the boat. I got my life jacket on and all that, so like I said, we just hit 8 knots there. This is crazy.
As the night went on, Damon, tied to the helm, watched as the waves continued to grow in size and number. Damon had thought he had checked the weather forecasts properly, but obviously the waters had other plans. When out in the dark sea all alone, the waves can make you start to regret your choice to cross their dangerous path. And the mind will start to wonder if you will ever be gifted to feel the security of land again.